debate whether or not the Redskins should change their name?
I think the Redskins do need to change their name because if you look at it, it is racially insensitive. That's the equivalent to a team being called the Harlem Darkies or the Los Angeles Niggas. And I'm pretty sure if that was an actual team, there would be an uprising at this point. And just because Native Americans are such a small percentage of the population right now does not mean they don't deserve the same rights that we do and the same respect that we do.
So I see that you agree with they should change the name. What kind of changes do you think, or uprising do you think that Native Americans should take?
Honestly, they've been going through the right methods right now. They've presented it to the NFL, the commissioner, and everything. At this point, I think it's just up to the discretion of the commissioner and to the people to decide.
So do you think the commissioner and the Redskins organization should have a sit down whether or not they should change it and really put emphasis on how the people in the Native American community feel?
Most definitely.
Leon Willer.
Seeing as though you're a Redskin fan, it's a big debate going on whether or not the Redskins should change their name. Do you think so?
No, I don't think they should change their name. There's nothing wrong with their name. I mean, we as Native Americans, we some of us disagree with the name, but me personally, I don't think they should change their name. Been their name for so long, so I don't think they should change it.
I see that you said you're Native American. I know most people in your ethnicity take offense to it. How do you think they should stand up to this?
I mean, since they take offense to it, I don't take offense to it, but I think they should keep their name. But since they want to take offense to it, they should just protest against them. If that's all they can do, they just say their word and hopefully they get their way. But other than that, there's no way the Redskins are going to change their name just because some Native Americans want them to change their name.
How do you think, if they do change the name, how do you think this will affect the Redskins as a whole?
This will affect the Redskins a lot because this name has been with them for so long, and for them to change their name and anything else, they're going to have to change mostly like their logos or anything and everything like that. So it's going to affect them in a tremendous way.
Thank you a lot, sir.
Thank you a lot.
I want your personal opinions about whether you think the Redskins organization should change it.
I don't think they should change it. It'll be a money loss if they do.
You feel like it'll be a money loss, and how do you feel like it'll be a money loss?
Because they've always been known as the Redskins. If there was a problem before, if there's a problem now, there was a problem before. But why is it just coming out now?
So how do you feel like this problem can be solved?
Give the Native Americans some money and call it a day. They can do that.
You feel like if they just got some compensation, it would be all.
Yeah, that's all they're looking for real.
So you feel like there's nothing offensive behind the name?
No, but then I'm only saying that because I'm not Native American, so I wouldn't know.
Let's just say that they changed their name, or let's just say there was an NFL team and their name was the Houston Blackies, or the Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Negroes. How would you feel about that?
But those are derogatory terms, though. When you say Negroes were used in a derogatory way. Redskins aren't being used in a derogatory way.
Well, some do say that that term was used in a derogatory way.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know then. Hey.
So all in all, what's your position on it? Do you feel like you're for it or not for it?
Not for it?
Not for the name change?
Yeah.
No, the Redskins really is a well-established organization. It's been around for a number of years. I've been a dedicated, loyal Redskin fan. I'm a little torn between it because I understand the sensitivity over it in terms of the negative connotation that goes with the name Redskin, but also I'm a strong supporter because it's been a family staple of ours to support the Redskins. So it's one of those things where I think it'll come down ultimately to how loud the public outcry is for it. If you see more and more people talking about it on the sports channels, if you see more and more of the media bringing more attention to it, it could put more pressure on the owner, Dan Snyder, to actually consider changing the name. Either way, the team is the team. They belong to Washington, D.C. We've claimed them, and I don't think even if there's a change in the name that we'd stop supporting them. So that's pretty much how I feel about it.
So based off of everything you said, would you say that you're a supporter of the name, or would you say that you are you feel as though they should definitely change the name because it is offensive?
Well, that's an excellent question. As you can see, I am kind of torn on the topic, but I would say this, because I've always been a longtime supporter, either way, I'm okay with it.
So just based off of everything that you've heard in the media right now, do you feel like if the name was changed to something more offensive to different communities, as in African Americans or maybe the Oriental people, like do you feel as though it would have the same amount of outrage?
I think so. I think that even though this is a term, Redskins is offensive to the Native American Indian population, I would think that even if it was changed to another name, that certainly if it was reflective of someone's ethnic background or a derogatory term that's associated with it, they would have that same negative outcry. They may want to consider changing the name maybe to the Washington Warriors, WW or something like that. Something that's a little bit neutral that doesn't actually tap into, the ethnic negative stereotypes.
So, last question. What do you feel is like a definitive answer just to solve this issue that we have in hand? Because like I said, there's a lot of people who feel like it's offensive, but there are some that that you just pretty much on the fence, and it's like they're neither here nor there. So how do you feel we can solve this whole problem?
Well, one thing about these kinds of movements, when attention is drawn to them, they have their moments when a lot of support is garnered, and there's a window of time and opportunity for that support to gain full strength. And it really depends, like I said, on how strongly the public outcry is on it. What I've seen in some of the conversations on the sports talk shows is that the people in D.C. I think it's like 60 to 70% are okay with the name, okay, and they don't want a name change, but maybe 30% of the folks may consider a name change. So unless that public opinion sways in a different direction, I think it's going to stay the Washington Redskins.
All right. Thank you for your time, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right.
Well, I don't really think the name is offensive because they're not using it in a derogatory way. And there's a whole bunch of other team names out there that they should be concerned about. You look at the Florida State Seminoles, they doing tomahawk chops. That's way more offensive than calling somebody a Redskin to me. So I don't really have no problems with the name.
So do you feel as though, even though you feel like you don't have a problem with the name, but do you think they should change it because there's been so much of an outrage about it?
I mean, there's a lot of people that complain about a lot of things now. I mean, if it starts affecting the money, then yeah, I can see Dan Snyder changing it. But until then, I don't think they're going to change it.
So pretty much what you're saying is you feel like, being that it's the business side of it, that's the only reason why the name hasn't changed.
Yeah, money talks. So if it's offensive and people will stop buying the gear, stop going to the games, and then that'll mean way more than them just saying that they don't like the name.
So let's just say there was a team in the NFL or any professional sport that used derogatory terms, or let's say terms that may be offensive to other communities, as in African Americans or Europeans or whoever. Let's just say there's a team called Houston Blackies.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there would be just as much outrage about that?
I think there would be, but I don't know if anything would happen though. That's my big thing. There are names out there, and there are issues with it. You have people in music using words that are derogatory, but they don't stop using them. So I don't really know if anything would change.